I love you, bitch.
Oh my god.
I ain't gonna never stop loving you, bitch. I love you, bitch.
Oh my god.
I ain't gonna never stop loving you, bitch.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hello. If you are returning, welcome back. Thank you so much for sticking around. I really appreciate you. So look at me being consistent and uploading. Like, who is she? I'm just kidding. It was a New Year's resolution of mine to be more present on my channel this year because I missed it. And so yeah, I'm here again and I'm really excited to be here. Before I get into anything, I just want to shout out my friend Tiffany. She just started making earrings and she sent me some. And she didn't ask to be featured in a video. I'm just doing it because I want to support my friend's creativity and creative endeavors and businesses and stuff. But she is a longtime friend of the channel, and she made me these earrings. When she told me she sent me earrings, I was like excited. And then when I opened these, I was like, holy crap, these are so me. I love them. So I just wanted to shout her out. Her shop will be linked down below. And yeah, okay, let's get into the video. Today, we are talking about someone that I consider to be synonymous with and one of the lead perpetrators of early 2000s diet culture, which we all know I hate. And that is Jillian Michaels. My neighbor's running their garbage disposal. I'm sorry if you can hear that. I made a video on The Biggest Loser about a month ago, and I said in that video that I could probably make an entire video on Jillian Michaels and to let me know if you wanted me to do that. And so many of you said that you wanted me to do that. So I'm doing it, baby. And before we get into anything, just so I don't get sued, I need to state, and it's true, that everything that I say in this video are my own opinions, my own thoughts. Nothing I'm saying is fact, and any video I use in this video is legal under fair use, because I'm transforming it. So yeah, I just wanted to put that disclaimer out before I got into anything, because I don't want to get sued. I should preface this all by saying I don't like Jillian Michaels. So that's where that is the bias I am coming into this video with. So I just want to put that out there. But if you don't know who Jillian Michaels is, she's an American TV personality. She's a personal trainer and a nutritionist. And her original claim to fame was being one of the original 2 personal trainers featured on the TV show The Biggest Loser. And I did look into her credentials because I was honest, I was curious. And she holds certifications from the National Exercise Sports Trainers Association, CanFit Pro, the Aerobic and Fitness Association of America, and she is certified with Kettlebell Concepts. I did find like a random article online questioning her certification with the kettlebells by someone who is certified, but like I couldn't find anything else around it, so I didn't want to include it, but that's just a little note. And she's also certified with the American Fitness Professionals and Associates. One thing that Jillian Michaels is known for is her performances and features on The Biggest Loser, and how she basically like degrades and belittles these poor people who came on a television show to lose weight and like maybe make some money. It can be seen as like aggressive at best, but like in my opinion, I think it is more so degrading, harmful, and traumatizing. I'm just going to include the montage of her coaching these people that I included in my Biggest Loser video, because quite honestly, going through like compilations of her from this show is not fun, and I really just didn't feel like doing it again, and I feel like this montage really just kind of sums it all up, so I'm gonna put that here.
Bored with the pathetic story! It bores me! Get on the ladder! Are you ready to work? Start running. 7. No, Greg. Greg! No. You know, throw up in front of me.
Was dizzy, nauseous.
Let me see it. If you do not throw up right now, we're gonna have problems. Strong! And strong! No ow. I don't want to hear ow. Ow. Go. And every time you want to quit, you think about your father who's about to drop dead on the treadmill. Go! They can fly you all the way out here to have you bitch about your arms. You understand me? Go!
And I would be remiss if I did not include the same thing that I said in my Biggest Loser video, which is that she was caught giving her team caffeine pills to aid in weight loss. So, real healthy. Back in 2016, The Guardian actually compiled a list of some of the most egregious things she's said. I found out about that list from an article on Medium, and they like took some of the most notable ones from the list, and those include okay, I don't care if people die on this floor, you better die looking good. I'm proud that I made him vomit. If you don't run, I will pull Alex on the floor and I will break every bone in his body. I don't care if one of your legs falls off or if your lungs explode. The only way you're coming off this damn treadmill is if you die on it, and it's fun watching other people suffer like that. Now, I know that The Biggest Loser was a reality TV show, and we all know that reality TV is anything but real, right? But I don't think it's a stretch to call any of that, regardless of if it was scripted or not. The people on the show were very real, and I feel like that has an effect on them, and I don't think it's a stretch to call how they were treated inhumane. And how they were treated mainly by Jillian, by the way. But I won't get into that too much because I kind of talk about, or actually I do talk about that in length in my Biggest Loser video. Now, with the fame that she garnered from The Biggest Loser, she started releasing her own like books, DVDs, and now she has a fitness app. Some of her books include Winning by Losing, Slim for Life, My Secrets to Simple, Fast, and Lasting Weight Loss. Yeah, Baby, The Modern Mama's Guide to Mastering Pregnancy, Having a Healthy Baby, and Bouncing Back Better Than Ever. Which, okay, side note, Jillian has 2 children. One of which her and her partner, Heidi, adopted from Haiti, and the other, her partner, Heidi, carried and gave birth to. So, it doesn't seem like Jillian has ever been pregnant. And I don't know if she's not able to or whatever. I'm very happy for them and their children. But I guess I just wouldn't want to read a book about having a healthy baby, bouncing back from pregnancy, which, like, that's just bullshit in itself, to be honest. Like, I don't think women should be shamed for their body being different after growing a literal human child. But that's besides the point. But if I were to get tips from those things, or for those things, I would want them to be from someone who has carried a child at the very least. But, like, more so, I'd want it to be from a doctor, not from a TV personal trainer and nutritionist. So that's just a side note on that one. And with the titles, including things like Simple, Fast, and Lasting Weight Loss, like, that's just diet culture and, like, early 2000s fitness propaganda at its finest. Like, typically if you lose weight quickly, it's not sustainable. And I don't think any responsible personal trainer would be promoting fast weight loss. Like, I just don't think they would be doing that, but that's just my opinion. And I personally think that some of her more popular endeavors outside of The Biggest Loser are her fitness DVDs. I actually did some of them growing up. I did the 30-Day Shred and the Yoga Meltdown one. I wanted to include some of these names of the DVDs here. So you have 30-Day Shred, Yoga Meltdown. You have Burn Fat, Boost Metabolism. My personal favorite title is No More Trouble Zones, and my second personal favorite is 6 Week Six Pack, and there's about like 10 others where that came from. And I think, again, with these titles, we all know that, like, you can't target certain, like, fat zones on your body. Like, that's not a thing that you can do. And so, again, to have someone who is touting around that they are a personal trainer and whatever, saying that, like, you can get rid of trouble zones is extremely dangerous. And also, with the 6 Week Six Pack, abs are genetic. Like, your muscle buildup is completely genetic. So what happens at the end of that 6 weeks and the person does not have a six-pack? They're like, I did everything I did and I still don't have a six-pack. Is nobody going to explain to them that that is almost completely genetic? I don't think so. But I am. So yeah, it's genetic. Today, like I said, she has her own fitness app, and she's also giving weight loss and diet advice on her own personal YouTube channel. She posts clips from her workouts on her YouTube channel, and so I'm gonna have a couple of examples just like going right here. But with these, and when I look at all of her other workouts that she features on her channel, I have not seen the ones that are on her app or anything because those are behind a paywall. With these, I don't see any kind of modification for people who cannot do this full movement, which if you are trying to target everybody, you should make your content as accessible as possible. She has started putting things like for intermediate to advanced athletes in the description boxes of her videos. And she does title them things like for beginners, stuff like that. But I think having modifications for everything is probably just the safer way to go. And I do think she has a certain responsibility with where she's coming from, having been on The Biggest Loser, which is like such a staple in health and wellness media, at least in the United States. I think she has a certain responsibility coming from that TV show to try and make her content that she's putting out now as inclusive and accommodating as possible, because people still do take her word very highly. I think some people might not use their best judgment and think that they can do things like she's doing in these videos and then really hurt themselves. I don't want to post any videos of her like talking or whatever because I don't want to get flagged for copyright, even though I wouldn't really be able to, but I just don't want to risk that. But I went through some of her videos about like food and diets and all that kind of stuff. And one that really stuck out to me was top healthy foods that can sabotage your weight loss. And in this video, she talks about how foods like nuts and seeds, juice, yogurt, granola, in the context of having it on yogurt or smoothie bowls, and avocados can make us gain weight. Which, like, yeah, no shit. Any food can make us gain weight. That's just science. But she uses verbiage like, only eat half of an avocado and you can't have any more. And she also talks in like a very condescending tone when talking about food in general, which I think is a big turnoff to a lot of people, me at least it is. I think this is a really harmful way to talk about food to the audience that she probably has, because I think there's any like self-respecting nutritionist or dietitian would never tell a client you cannot eat this food. At least in my experience with working with dietitians, I've never had a dietitian tell me you cannot eat this or you can have this much of it and no more. I've never had a dietitian tell me that, because I think we all can kind of agree that the proper way of teaching diet and nutrition to people who are struggling with it is teaching the idea of moderation, because that's the way to lose weight and to sustain the weight loss that you experience. She's also huge on like the organic, non-processed, non-GMOs, yada, yada, yada train, which also just sounds really condescending in my opinion and is just totally unnecessary. Like, you don't need any of that shit to lose weight, trust me. So why don't I like her? I've said all of this and I have not gotten to the point of the video, and my bobby pins are falling out. My hair looking a mess, but that's okay. Researching this video made me really sad. I'm not gonna lie. It made me really sad because I remember growing up and seeing Jillian literally everywhere. She was on magazines, she was on TV, like talk shows, she was on TV shows like The Biggest Loser and other stuff like that. She was everywhere. And I kind of consider her like the OG fitness influencer. Like the fitness influencers that we have now, I consider her like the original one of those. Because she was featured on so many shows and, like I said, on The Biggest Loser, which is like such a staple in health and wellness, weight loss media in America, her word was often, like I said, it's often taken as gospel. It's taken really highly, and I think it still kind of is. I don't think she's as relevant now as she was then, but I still think whenever she does say something or whatever, it's taken with really high regard. I just remember the chokehold that Jillian Michaels had on young fat Megan. And now looking back, having lost the weight, I did have weight loss surgery in 2018. I talk about that a lot on my channel if you're new here. But having lost the weight and having to have learned how to keep it off, I'm like, Megan, no wonder weight loss and health and fitness and everything just seemed like this huge, unattainable, scary thing. Because she and shows like The Biggest Loser were the standard at the time. And she made it seem like this big, unattainable, scary thing. Because I remember getting so frustrated at the 30-day shred, yoga meltdown, etc., of DVDs that I did of hers, because I couldn't do it. And now, even now that I'm like lifting consistently and like I feel like I'm kind of in the best shape that I ever have been, I don't think now, even after all that and losing 100 pounds and whatever, I don't think I could do them now. So like, why are these marketed to everyday people? Then and now, in my opinion, I think Jillian Michaels perpetuates some of the most harmful aspects of diet culture. She talks about how failure isn't an option and how organic food is superior and blah, blah, blah. She doesn't include modifications on her YouTube videos. And if she does include modifications, they're on her app, which is behind a paywall, which a lot of people can't afford, and a lot of people can't afford organic food either, which ties into the issue of the thing that I hear most often is, I can't lose weight because I don't have the money to buy healthy food. You do not need to spend any more money than you are now on food to lose weight. I promise you that. And people like Jillian Michaels do not help spread that message at all. My problem with Jillian Michaels is the same problem that I have with every other fitness influencer that well, not every other fitness influencer, but like the really toxic ones that we see on like Instagram and TikTok and stuff. It's that they make health and wellness and fitness and weight loss seem like this huge, scary, unattainable goal, which then just turns people off from it completely. And I know that it does that because it did that to me. And like I said, whether it be because of finances, because you don't think you can afford the organic meats and vegetables and whatever that she preaches about and basically like demonizes any other kind of food. She names like chemicals that are in non-organic things when like really that's not harmful. Like it's not. And if you talk to any dietitian, like they will tell you that organic is not necessary. Like I have been told that by dietitians, multiple dietitians. And so yeah, whether Jillian Michaels perpetuates it by promoting really expensive organic foods, making it seem like you can only lose weight by eating really expensive healthy foods, making it seem like all these crazy maneuvers are necessary to burn fat. That's a big thing that she uses all the time, is the phrase burn fat, which like I hate that phrase. I hate it so much. And then that going to the gym is like this super intense thing, and like how she portrayed personal trainers on TV by making them seem like these people that just want you to be in pain all the time and saying things like failure is not an option and blah blah blah. Like it just makes weight loss seem like this all or nothing approach, which it's not. It should be more like you should dedicate time to it and dedicate parts of your life to it, but it does not have to be all or nothing. And this is coming from someone who got 80% of their stomach cut off to lose weight. It still was not all or nothing for me. And yeah, that's my biggest issue, is she's toxic. She perpetuates everything that is wrong with the health and wellness industry. And I just don't think she's using her platform responsibly at all. And she never has. So TLDR, find better idols. So that's all I have to say about this today. Let me know what you think of Jillian Michaels or anything related to her or whatever down in the comments, how you feel. Please remember that weight loss does not have to be and is not this big, scary, unattainable thing. And it's not easy, but it's not as horrible as it's portrayed by people like Jillian Michaels. Thank you so much for watching. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, drink your water, take your meds. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.